My name's Tom Christie. I've been a member here at this church since it started, I guess. And I'm here today to talk about my benefit from mental health treatment. As a child, we had my mother died when I was about 10, and my father had 6 children from ages to 12 to 0. And that induced some mental illnesses and some irrational and some things that could have used some of the counseling and medicines that are available now. My own experience with it was I was a heavy drinker and needed to quit drinking, and I got assistance from psychiatrists and psychologists doing that about 40 years ago. And that has continued since then with both psychologists and psychiatrists, because once I stopped drinking, then all the booga-boogas came out, and life is difficult. And one of the things that I was hoping we could do in this church is somehow expose that not just me, but other people within the church have had struggles with psychological problems or even psychiatric problems. Life is difficult, and one of the worst feelings is to feel alone with your problems. When I was in the deepest of the dilemmas, I benefited from just going and sitting in churches. And so just the presence of being in them, and lower Manhattan in New York, or the cathedral in St. Louis, or St. David's used to have a room that was always open where you could, it was in plexiglass, where you could just sit and actually kind of be in the church, but not really be in the church, but it was a side door type of thing. And I benefited from that. And of course the association with Spirit in the Hills has benefited my spirit by the participation of myself and my wife and the people that I've met and liked here. Well, I think as a faith community, if we're able to open up to each other a little bit, and if someone comes in with a particular problem, whether it's substance abuse or schizophrenia or just delusions or whatever, if someone in the church or someone in the congregation could say, well, I know about that and I'll help you begin, that is, I think, would be very beneficial. I think the thing that is holding all of us back, and perhaps you too, whoever's watching this, is the fear of the stigma. And the stigma is corrosive, kind of like a cancer. It keeps people alone. And most of our problems are really everyday human problems.